Hey everyone, today we have with us Mr. Abdul Khan, who is currently a backend developer. And how are you doing, Abdul? Tell us a bit about yourself.
I am doing great, Shanzal. I am also a student
Hmm,
in third year, and I am pursuing a computer science degree in BTech. So basically, uh, I did an internship in at a startup that was
hmm,
remote, obviously, and
hmm,
the tech stack was MERN stack, and
hmm,
it was great. Um, I did some payment integration using Cash and Stripe and wrote some backend functions. But then after some time, I got really interested in
hmm,
DevOps in
hmm,
cloud.
hmm,
So then I started exploring about it, and I found out I checked on internet that
hmm,
it's not that easy to start or begin with. You need some development
hmm, hmm,
experience, or at least you need to have an experience about deploying a website or a
hmm,
full
hmm,
stack website, or you can deploy a web application as well. So
hmm,
I checked on internet, I found some YouTubers, so I started with AWS.
hmm.
Yeah.
What made you choose DevOps? Matlab, you did MERN stack, etc. Why not go for full stack development but DevOps?
Actually, I feel okay. I feel Munstack was a little bit boring. Like
Hmm,
you write the same functions or same things again and again, again and again.
hmm,
DevOps, I thought it's like real engineering stuff. It's complicated,
hmm,
but you get that feeling of you're actually doing something.
hmm,
And like there is, if you have watched the World Cup,
hmm,
the
hmm,
World
hmm,
Cup final, there was a record break watching, like 5.6 crore or something.
hmm, hmm,
Concurrent users were watching the match, and that's a like a miracle in DevOps.
hmm. What exactly is DevOps, if you would like to summarize it?
DevOps means you handle. Okay, suppose you have an application and it has like little bit of 10, 20 users, then you
Hmm,
don't need to worry a lot about it. But
hmm,
if you have lots of users, like thousands of users or maybe
hmm,
millions of users, then you have to handle it. You have to scale it.
hmm,
So how do I? Okay, suppose there is a website, and
hmm,
you have millions of. Suppose Amazon, you
hmm,
are ordering something from Amazon, and thousands of people are ordering from Amazon in big billion
hmm,
days or something.
hmm,
So there are servers. If there is one server, if you hit the request first, the server will first complete your request, then it will accept the second request.
hmm.
But that's not actually true, or that's not actually happens in real life. If the
Okay.
ऐसा होता तो बहुत मतलब लोड होता ना सबके लिए.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
So here comes DevOps. So in
Hmm,
DevOps, you use load balance. These are little complicated, but you use load balancer and like bunch of tools to manage. So it basically it there is a main there is a main server, and then you make parts of that server, little parts of server, and each of the users request goes to a separate
hmm.
server. That's a
Okay.
DevOps. Hmm.
Okay. So what you started DevOps in second year or the first year itself?
No. Uh, at the end of second year, I was learning side by side. Then after the internship, I was learning DevOps full time, and
Hmm.
I actually bought a Udemy course, and
Hmm.
uh, that was not that helpful. But you can learn a lot. But you have to actually practice it. You have to think about it, and
Hmm.
you need Python or Bash scripting,
Hmm.
good command in Python and Bash scripting, and Linux. The most important thing about starting DevOps is Linux.
Hmm.
You must be good at Linux.
Hmm.
Many people just skip Linux, or like they do basic stuff and they
Hmm.
jump on fancy tools.
How was your intern which you did in second year? It was in development, web development.
It was actually backend development.
Hmm.
It was remote, and I think uh, uh, that startup was a e-commerce website, and they used to sell some API services or something. I didn't understand their actual business, but
Hmm.
I understood a little bit. Then yeah, I did some good work, but that was boring. After some time, you write same kind of functions, in
Hmm.
backend. If
Hmm.
you have worked with Node.js and something, you will know that
Hmm.
in backend, when you start writing the data modules, you'll get really bored. And
Hmm.
that's why then I started DevOps, and still I'm
Hmm.
learning DevOps. I am not completely uh,
So
mastered.
let's say you are past the backend developer phase, but let's say someone has to become a backend developer or or DevOps. He has to master DevOps. Do you have some resources in mind? Maybe free resources he can use, or any courses if you have
uh,
in mind.
you can start with a Udemy course, but if you want to free, then you can check on YouTube. There is Hitesh Chaudhary name YouTuber. He is
Mm-hmm.
starting a really good series in DevOps. Also,
Hmm.
Kunal Kushwa, his
Hmm.
course is really amazing. On Cube Simplify, there is a YouTube
Hmm.
channel. Uh, yeah. So again, sorry, Free Code Camp. They offer
Hmm.
some cloud
Hmm.
courses like AWS Cloud Practitioner and Solution Architect.
तो अपॉर्चुनिटीज क्या क्या है डेवऑप्स में मतलब कॉलेज में तो मोस्टली लोग डीएसए सीपी कर रहे होते हैं ज़्यादा हुआ तो ओपन सोर्स कर लेते हैं थोड़ा सा बट डेवऑप्स में कोई उतना जाता नहीं है क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग या फिर डेवऑप्स वगैरह तो डू यू थिंक अपॉर्चुनिटीज है इसमें मतलब
Opportunities तो बहुत है, but there are like no internships in DevOps.
हम्म
Like
हम्म
no company wants an intern to handle their DevOps. It's
हम्म
complicated and
हम्म
um, मतलब थोड़ा important भी होता है वो. There are
एक्सपीरियंस
internship
मांगते
in
हैं
DevOps, but
हम्म
very few,
हम्म
like rare, very rare. Like if you are intern as a DevOps engineer, then you will be obviously working under some senior. You will be obviously
हम्म
getting some training from the senior, and then you will be starting full time.
ओके
And you need experience in DevOps.
ओके
You at least 2 3 years of experience. If you don't have DevOps experience, at least you need development experience. At least
ओके
you should be a programmer first, and then you will understand things better if you are programmer first or software developer first.
So a person should know Linux by heart and then the MERN stack probably. Then he can shift to learning DevOps.
No, not whole MERN stack, but you should have little bit knowledge about web development, server, computer networking,
Hmm.
Linux,
Hmm.
and again some tools. Like DevOps is actually jack of all trades.
Hmm.
DevOps engineer is master of none. He knows every tool little bit. He
Hmm.
does some research and make things work.
Hmm.
That's what
Okay.
DevOps is about.
So opportunities. I think they need experience. Mainly, the companies look for experiences for a DevOps engineer, right? So.
First, if you are in company as
Hmm.
working as software developer, you can apply to DevOps, and there are really high chances if you are working in that company and shifting to DevOps. But if you are applying from outside, you need experience,
Hmm.
at least development experience. There are few companies who hire freshers as a DevOps engineer, but
Hmm.
that's again
Hmm.
rare
Does
possibilities.
GSOC have organizations that require DevOps or any other open source
Uh,
programs?
I think LFX is open source program, but
Hmm.
that's again the selection is totally based on luck. And
Okay.
GSOC is highly competitive,
Hmm.
but yeah, DevOps projects are not that competitive. I guess I checked on there is a project Red Hat. I don't
Hmm.
know they are participating it or not, but
Hmm.
I had contributed to them in last year. This
Hmm.
time I am not doing GSOC or something because that's really competitive and very few chances of getting selected.
What about CP DSA? CP करते हो आप?
No, no, no CP, only DSA sometimes.
Hmm.
वो भी सिर्फ प्लेसमेंट के लिए वगैरह. अभी उतना DSA में पहले करता था, कुछ 100 वगैरह क्वेश्चन किए होंगे लीड कोड पे.
Hmm.
फिर अभी मतलब कॉन्सेप्ट वगैरह आते हैं मुझे DSA के, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग उतना नहीं.
तो आजकल इंटरनेट पे तो यही हाइप रहता है कि डीएसए के बिना जॉब नहीं लगेगी. तो आपको लगा
सही भी
कभी
है.
ऐसा?
नहीं, सही भी है. मोस्टली MNCs के लिए DSA इज
हम्म.
रिक्वायर्ड, और
हम्म.
स्टार्टअप्स के लिए भी.
हम्म.
बहुत जो स्मॉल स्टार्टअप्स होते हैं उनके लिए उतना डीएसए रिक्वायर्ड नहीं होता, बट
Hmm.
डीएसए इज लाइक अ benchmark or criteria to short out
Hmm.
shortlist students, and that's a really good criteria. uh, Everyone should do DSA. CP is
Hmm.
not, I don't know about CP much, but
Hmm.
everyone should do DSA and system design.
Hmm.
System design is actually really helpful in DevOps as well, and
Okay.
computer networking. These three subjects
Okay.
are really important. Everyone
Hmm.
should do it.
So, you in the future you want to see yourself as a DevOps engineer, right?
As I think more of a cloud engineer, or I guess solution architect, uh,
Okay.
like a really niche field. I want to see myself in really niche field. Like there are not lot of people doing it.
So, are there any steps or any roadmaps for a person, let's say, who wants to master a cloud or become a good DevOps engineer?
I guess there is a paid course actually. It's expensive. On Twitter there is LV Nilesh. You can search on Twitter, LV Nilesh. He runs a program about
Hmm?
cloud genius. He teaches really amazingly, and uh, he it is like 72 hours of course. Actually, he he does live interactions
Mm-hmm.
every alternative day, 3 times in a week. It is really good, but it's expensive, but it's worth the money because I am doing it. I
Okay.
haven't done it completely, but it's really amazing, and it's not kind of promotional at all.
Okay.
Uh, Again, so about the roadmap is, you firstly Linux is really important. You start with Linux, then you start AWS, learning AWS.
Hmm.
AWS, don't go really deep into AWS. Just figure out some theory and do some hands-on, and at least try to deploy a full stack application on
Hmm.
AWS. AWS as free tier option, so you will not get any bills at least for the basic application. But in future, after 1 year, you will get bills. So you should be careful about
Hmm.
using AWS.
Okay.
After
Are there
AWS, you
any?
can
Hmm.
yeah.
Continue. Continue.
After AWS, you can learn tools like Kubernetes or Docker. These are
Hmm.
very trending tools. Everyone is learning it. Even if you are a developer or aiming to become a full stack developer, you should learn Kubernetes and Docker. It's really helpful. After that, you
Mm-hmm.
can learn Terraform, and then you can do a specialization. Like
Hmm.
you can go into cloud computing, or you can become a jack of all, like a DevOps, or there
Which
is a site reliability
hmm.
engineer as well. There is a position
Okay.
you can become.
Which out of the three pays the maximum money?
uh, I don't have that idea about it, but I guess Kubernetes engineer,
Okay.
Kubernetes administrator is highly paid, then cloud
Hmm.
architect.
I think the reason for this high payment can be, matlab, there are not a lot of people who are going into these fields, right?
Yeah, uh,
Hmm.
it is like you have to learn so many things, and actually you are a really responsible person if you are in DevOps.
Hmm.
Like like if you are a DevOps engineer of Hotstar, you
Hmm.
should be responsible of the whole cricket match is going smoothly. It
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
really
Hmm.
responsible and a little bit stressful job.
Hmm.
So that's why this is also a reason many people don't shift from software development to DevOps. And
Hmm.
again, you have to study, and you have to continuously learn new things.
Hmm. Where do you see Mr. Abdul Khan in the next 10 years?
Yeah,
What will he be doing?
that's,
Not
I
sure yet.
don't have any idea. I will,
Hmm.
I guess I will be uh, doing my own agency, like
Mm-hmm.
not startup, but something consulting agency. Like
Mm-hmm.
I will be doing consulting as a DevOps consultant
Mm-hmm.
to little startups who want to integrate DevOps, but they don't want to go into a lot of technical stuff. So I
Hmm.
can provide them advice, and
Hmm.
I think that is only possible if I work in industry for
Hmm.
at least 5 6 years. And
Hmm.
my
Hmm.
aim will be to work in industry for 5 6 years as a anyway as a software developer or DevOps, it doesn't matter. Then I will start my own consulting firm, and like these are my
Okay.
goals.
Hopefully, Abdul will get to see a agency by you. Or
Yeah, thanks.
why do you hate your college so much, Abdul?
uh,
All of your
College
tweets,
actually,
all of your tweets I have seen are about not going to college, not following the attendance policies. Why?
it's not like that. Most of the tweets are actually made up tweets. That doesn't
Mm,
happen in actually in college. But
yeah.
uh, in my college actually, there are not a lot of people are interested in coding or
Hmm.
DevOps or any
Hmm.
things. They just want to follow academics and
Hmm.
get good marks, or not
Hmm.
even that, and
Hmm.
just like a time pass. In
Hmm.
tier 3 college, in all tier 3 college this happened.
Hmm.
And faculties are also not interested. Not interested means they don't have that knowledge, that like which field you should focus on, or what you should learn, what you should do to become a good engineer, or how you can get a job. That's
Oh.
why I guess. And it's 8 hours of college. You learn theoretical lectures back to back.
Hmm. Hmm. Are you okay
No one.
with me posting this section of the video on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Matlab, what if the professors see this video and hopefully they won't.
uh, Even if they see, I will say, yeah, that's a
That
reality.
is the truth, right? Yes, exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, recently your tweet got featured in India Today, right? The Titanic
News
one,
18.
News
uh,
18.
that was lame joke.
But मीडिया इज लाइक दैट लेम चीजों को ही तो उन्हें ऐसा दिखाना
Hmm.
होता है कि बस so what else
Hmm.
so thank you Bhaiya for coming on the sitcast and it was great having you. I'll be linking down Abdul Bhaiya's LinkedIn, Twitter and Instagram handles in the description, so make sure to check him out and till then see you later. Bye bye.
ओ मेरा साथी मेरे साथ ना, काटे ना कटे दिन रात ना। ओ मेरा साथी मेरे साथ ना, या ओ मेरा साथी मेरे साथ ना, काटे ना कटे दिन रात ना। ओ मेरा साथी मेरे साथ ना।